What's up, Cardinals fans? Once again, it is not morning, so I'm not going to wish you a good morning. Not only because it's not morning, but because not much about it would be good if you're a St. Louis sports fan. With the Blues and the Cardinals losing by the same score, mind you, last night, I decided to save the well wishes, as well as give everyone a little extra time to recover this morning. If you're very confused, hello, I'm Tara Wellman. I cover the Cardinals for birdsontheblack.com. I create all sorts of St. Louis Cardinals related content right here on Birdseeds, game recaps, series previews, and more. And lately it has been a struggle. But I am here, I am following through with my promise to keep you in the loop and entertained, even if it is painful at times. This is about last night, the show where I give you a recap of sorts about what happened last night, and in this case, in the last series, as my real life sort of got in the way of the daily part of the content creation here on this channel. So let's talk about last night, and the night before that, and the night before that. Look, I'll cut to the chase. The Cardinals are now 0-6 in games played at Wrigley Field this season. Sure, they're 3-0 in games played against the Cubs at home in 2019, but that's little consolation when they're now 5.5 games behind both the Cubs and the Brewers, and a game under 500 again. In the series, they lost the Miles Mikolas start, the Jack Flaherty start, the Adam Wainwright start, and scored a combined 6 runs in all 3 games. The bullpen blew up in Game 2 and was far from impenetrable in Game 3. Innings 3 through 8, however, are apparently impenetrable, at least for the Cardinals' offense. The Cardinals scored in just 3 innings in the entire series. The first, the second, the ninth, each in different games. Let me reiterate, the Cardinals scored in just a single inning in each of the 3 games of the series. I don't know what's worse, getting shut out or getting shut out in all but 1 inning, because then it actually looks like you were trying. Honestly, you guys, I don't know what else to say. I don't know how you analyze a team that does the same thing over and over and over again. The hitters didn't hit with runners in scoring position. The pitchers struggled to find the strike zone or miss bats. And the results that followed were pretty predictable when you think about those things. And the idea that this is still somehow the best lineup they've had in years really falls flat, because they're still a sub-500 team even after the addition of Paul Goldschmidt. The bullpen has been good, sometimes great, but not really because of the addition of Andrew Miller. Even after a 20-10 start, they're a sub-500 team. Even after surviving the nightmare of May, they haven't actually gotten better. Look, we all want to believe that they're better than this. We all want to just hold on until Matt Carpenter and Paul Goldschmidt start hitting, because it's only a matter of time. We all want to see the Jack Flaherty that is capable of being the team ace. But how long is it just a matter of time before it's just who they are? It's June already. If these Cardinals can't figure out how to beat the Cubs and the Brewers in their house, they're always only going to be a 500 team, at least in the games that matter most. And 500 is not very interesting to talk about. It's not even great rant material, let's be honest. I mean, give me something to talk about. And the thing about all of that is, talking isn't really gonna fix it. We can talk all day about underperforming Matt Carpenter, underperforming Paul Goldschmidt, underperforming Miles Mikolas, Jack Flaherty, Michael Wacha. Pick somebody who's underperforming. There are a lot of them. We can talk about that all day. Talking about it isn't changing anything for them. They can talk big and talk about how they believe in their guys and talk about how they believe in this roster. That's fine. They've believed in their roster for the last 4 or 5 years, and 3 going on 4 of those years, they've missed the playoffs. So believing in a roster that's a 500 team maybe is part of the problem. I guess there was a little bit of a rant left in there, but that's it. That's the story of the Cardinals losing 3 in a row in Chicago again. I'm curious though what you think could be the most interesting part of this week's trip to Miami and to New York. 2 more teams that are not necessarily considered postseason contenders. If the Cardinals want to be, they need to distance themselves from teams like the Marlins and the Mets. what could be the key in this week's road trip? Let me know in the comments below. And then we'll do this again. Hopefully, maybe, if I can come up with anything worthwhile to talk about. I don't want to just throw out a bunch of words at you. I want to keep you in the loop with what's going on and entertained, which may come in the form of a rant. But if there's nothing to say, there's nothing to say. We'll see what happens. I'll see you sometime.